إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعين به ونستهديه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا إنه من يهده الله فهو المهتدي ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله عليه أفضل الصلاة والسلام. We thank Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. We bear witness that there is only one God. He is the creator of the whole universe. He is the one, if He wants something, He will tell it be, and it is. And we bear witness that Muhammad is His last prophet and messenger. Peace and pray upon him. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. Those ayat is our weekly reminder to always perform taqwa of Allah, which you fear Allah for every action, for every reaction, for everything you say in your life. Dear brothers and sisters, today's khutbah is about how do we reset ourselves in the fitrah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, فطرة الله التي فطر الناس عليها. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created you with the fitrah, with the purity. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can create you whatever He wants. And He wants you to worship Him. So He created you with the fitrah of worshipping Him. Your nature is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The scholar is saying, we all were born Muslims. Everybody. And then parents, the society, change this to whatever it is. So fitrah is you believe in oneness of Allah. He's the one who created you. And He's the one who wants you to worship Him. So the nature of human is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the tafsir. Now in practicality, let's try to understand that. To understand that, we look at the newborn baby in the mother's womb, comfortable, for a few days or few weeks, conduct his business, moving around, eating, drinking, very comfortable. And then when he come out to this life, start to crying. Why is this crying? Because change from very comfortable situation to a situation that you need to create the right environment to feel comfortable. Once he covered up the light, the amount of light, the amount of food, they stop crying. That's telling us that in our life, we need to work around ourselves to comfort ourselves. To live good, comfortable, and no pain, you need to create the environment to do that. That's different than baby animals. Allah created animals, they come out, they conduct their business, no crying, because Allah programmed those animals how to live. They even program them what to eat. You never see a rabbit trying to eat some meat, or a lion trying to eat vegetable. But human, you need teaching, and that's the fitrah. You need to teach, eat this, don't eat that. Even when the baby starts to move around, he touched everything. Fire, want to touch it. Everything put in the mouth. So need teaching. That's different than baby animal. The animal, you know, this is enemy, they run away from it. This is the fitrah that we were created with. And Allah give you this fitrah, give you the brain to manage yourself to live in this life. Now, as the time go and we grow up, whatever we learn, we practice. And once in a while, we need some maintenance for our body. We go to the bathroom, we go to the hospital, do some lab tests, we do many things to maintain and service our body. And that's normal. If things that you use, you need to maintain it and service it. Like your car, your appliances. Anything that you are in use, you need to maintain and service. And that's what we do. We go to the hospital. That's our service for physically. We go to the hospital or clinic. We take medicine to serve and maintain our body. How about our brain, our feeling, our heart, the software of our body? It needs some maintenance and service as well. Who is responsible for this? There is no place we call maintenance for your brain or your feelings. This is the job of the prophets and messengers that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to human. So when you come to the masjid, you have to have in your background that you're coming for maintenance and service to your software of your body. This is logic. We need to focus more on our belief in Islam to be able to reset ourselves on the fitrah, the purity, the worship that Allah created us with. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling you for this fitrah how to reset this. فَأَقِمْ وَجْهَكَ لِلدِّينِ حَنِيفًا فِطْرَةَ اللَّهِ الَّتِي فَطَرَ النَّاسَ عَلَيْهَا لا تبديل لخلق الله ذلك الدين القيم ولكن أكثر الناس لا يعلمون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, أقم وجهك. Word for word meaning this, your face will be focused on the religion. So focusing on the religion. فطرة الله التي فطر الناس عليها. So synchronizing your brain, your feeling, your heart on this fitrah, and that's the Quran will bring you to that fitrah. لا تبديل لخلق الله. Nobody can change the creation of Allah. For example, you cannot go to a doctor or physician or a clinic to say, can you stop my heart from feeling bad about things? You cannot go to any place to say, if I have a problem, it's not going to affect on my heart. No. Thousands of years ago till today, this is the creation of Allah and this is how we operate. And you need to maintain and service this software that you have in your body and reset it on the fitrah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So all the believe, Allah sent messengers and prophets to adjust people to worship Him. Of course, all this believes, people make some changes. But when it comes to Islam, and you see how the system that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you, ذَلِكَ الدِّينُ الْقَيِّمُ. This is the perfect, the religion of perfection. And we don't compare religions here. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly saying, وَالَّذِي أَرْسَلَ رَسُولَهُ بِالْهُدَى وَدِينِ الْحَقِّ لِيُظْهِرَهُ عَلَى الدِّينِ كُلِّهِ. So Islam contained the messages of Allah that sent from the time of Ibrahim all the way to the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. We don't compare. We just put, this is facts, and nobody can ignore those facts that the Quran contained all those messages from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in practicality, and show you how to handle your business in this life. So, if we want to reset our mind, our heart on a fitrah of Allah, so here is the book of Allah, here is Islam. And this is the benefit of human. As we are living in this land, we always focus on, when we worship Allah, we come and pray, we're doing this to worship Allah, yes. But at the same time, all those acts of worship, it has a direct benefits to you are living today. Today, with all those challenges, when you look at how to solve all those challenges, especially feelings, hearts, brain, thinking, solving those problems, you need to service your brain, your heart, and that's in Islam. The system of Islam, and you see how you get affected by how much income I have and others have better income, and how many people, things that happen in our life, and we don't see a reason, or we don't understand the reason why it's happening. All these problems that accumulating in our brain, our body, need service. And the service of Islam is the best for you to reset your mind, your heart, to be able to face all those challenges of life. Look at the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. What he recommended us to do. He said, you come Thursday evening. It's a Friday Eve, Jum'ah Eve. You start to recite Surah Al-Kahf. And you do many salah on the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, how much he suffered to give you this message. And when you recite Surah Al-Kahf, and you see the things that will provide you, will support you, will teach you about this life, you will feel more comfortable. When you recite Surah Al-Kahf at the beginning, they show you how those people of the Kahf, they believe, and how they stick with their belief, and God save them, and they live good life. And as you go on the surah, you see two men. It's telling you about the story of two men. One, Allah gave him more than other, and the one who got more, he was not even a good believer, and the one who has less, a good believer. And we'll show you the ending of these two people. As you go and see how Moses, when his teacher will teach you about things that life, things happening to you, has a reason. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who knows, and Allah is the one who give you, who know the solution. He will send people to solve your problems. When you go over this and you see the Qarnayn and how God gave him the strength and the power to go and fight or try to debate with those who are bad leaders at the time. Allah give you all this. The Prophet Muhammad recommended you to recite Surah Al-Kahf, that you take this story, you reset your mind, and you feel more comfortable and understand how this life will go. So Surah Al-Kahf. Then you come on Friday. You make it a special day. Friday is your service and your maintenance. When you take a shower, we take a shower every day. But when you go, and this is recommended by the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, You're taking a shower. It's Friday. It's the day that I'm going to meet with Allah to do service for my software. I'm going to reset myself to be good and face the world. With all this, it's aggravation. And you come to the masjid early. We need to make it this way. It's not 2 rak'ah on Friday and goodbye. It's not what time you do the iqamah. 1:30, I will be there 1:29. No. We need to make this Friday is a special day. When Saturday and Sunday comes, when is Friday coming? To service my brain, to secure, for my heart to feel good. When is it coming to reset my mind and my heart to be able to face the world strong? Yes. And you come recite the Quran again. If you don't know how to recite Surah Al-Kahf, listen to it. If you don't speak Arabic, read the translation. Make Friday a special day. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clear. إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون. So when the prayer for Jum'ah, فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله. So sa'i, it's like you go, walk, drive. What are you doing? Sa'i لذكر الله. Oh, I'm going to sa'i لذكر Allah. Mention Allah. It's Friday and I want to go meet with Allah. Let's put this Friday in your head. It's not like any other day. فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله. Finish the prayer. You take all this dose for your body, for your brain, for your heart. Go enjoy your life. System. This system, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you this system. It's not only to worship Him. It's not only to do the purpose that you are created, but also to make you strong, good. That way you will be able to worship Him as you should. Just imagine if you have stress and pressure. You can come and pray. You will be thinking about those problems. You're not going to focus on the prayer. If you have an issue, yes, your heart will get affected. Then you will feel lazy to worship Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you this system. With this system, you will be strong and facing all the challenges of this life, and you live happier because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to be happy, to be able to worship Him as you should. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم استغفر الله إنه كان غفارا. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله عليه أفضل الصلاة والسلام. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Dear brothers and sisters, it's about the time for us to focus on what's good for us in our life. Physically, we follow instructions and to do our best, educate ourselves how to build a great body, how to eat healthy, how to exercise to have a good body. That's good. But if you have a good body and the brain and the heart weak, you're not going to enjoy this good body. And nothing can fix those issues till the way the one who created you give you to follow. It makes sense. I'm wondering, for those other belief, which is stronger community. I don't want to mention any communities. But those communities, even we have the right, we have the religion of right. But those community, that day to them, it's a holiday. A day, no matter what they do in their life, but it come to that day, they don't even brush their hair. Follow the instruction. And when you look at this community, you see a strong community. That day is a special day. And we don't take those as an example. But we mention this because showing you as a group, we Muslims need to be strong as a group. And you cannot be strong as a group unless each individual to be strong. We need to work, as we work very hard on physically how to build good body, we need to work of how to build a good brain, a strong heart. ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب. Yes, let's follow the instruction. He is the creator and he created you with this fitrah. And this is the fitrah. We need, especially we are living in a non-Muslim country, each individual. I know sometimes it's hard to take Fridays off, but each individual do your best to take this Friday, half of it off. Don't conduct any business before Friday, if you can. But if you want to do some business, then come on Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. And you count from the first day of the week, say, when is Friday? To build your brain, your heart. For each individual, we need to strengthen ourselves to be able to be strong group. Let's try it. It won't hurt. You go pay membership for the gym and you probably don't go. You pay for things, you're thinking to do things, but you never do. But let's do this seriously for the sake of Allah and for our body and our community. Let's try this. Friday, make it a special day. From Friday Eve, it's a special day. Don't conduct business in the morning. Come to the masjid early. Sit down and recite Quran, Surah Al-Kahf, other surahs, small surahs. You here to do, it's Friday. I want to reset my body. I want to reset my mind. I have an issue. Try it for a month. Come early to the masjid and try to come during the week to pray at the masjid and see the reflection of this issues. Friday, when you do this from Thursday evening to Friday and pray, believe me, you will feel very good after you finish the prayer and you go have your lunch with whatever, or even don't have lunch. You will feel good. You will find your heart is good. Your brain, you don't think too much about all this aggravation of life. Try it and make it a special day. That way, everybody say, oh, Friday is a special day for Muslims. Let everybody know this is our day that we have to conduct our business with Allah to build, to reset on the fitrah and feel good about ourselves. Yes. من الذين فرقوا دينهم وكانوا شيعا كل حزب بما لديهم فرحون. The continuation of the ayah. He said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, those who divide their belief. And this, we Muslims were about to do that. We're about to say this community, that community, this. No. لَسْتَ مِنْهُمْ فِي شَيْءٍ. It's not belong to the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. We all Muslims, strong individuals, strong group, strong community, that all to worship the Creator and go back to the fitrah of Allah, that way will gain the right image for Muslims. Everybody out there, they talk against Muslims, especially politicians or media. But we are the one who can correct that and give the right image by individuals and together in the masjid to be strong community and strong as Muslim been for the last decades, how Muslim were ruling the whole world. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us understand Islam as we should. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us to reset ourselves on the fitrah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us to unite all Muslims. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy on Muslims all over the world. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا وعافنا واعف عنا وأكرمنا ولا تهنا. اللهم اجعل القرآن العظيم ربيع قلوبنا ونور أبصارنا وذهاب همومنا وأحزاننا. اللهم ذكرنا منه ما نسينا وانفعنا بما علمتنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين وارحم موتانا وموتى المسلمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم انصرنا يا رب العالمين ووفقنا لما تحبه وترضى يا رب العالمين. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. آمين وأقم الصلاة.